A deadline is a simple thing. It is a date and a time when a task must be finished. In school, you see deadlines everywhere. A project is due on Friday. Your essay must be handed in by Monday morning. A test is scheduled for next week. These dates are not just random points on a calendar. They are powerful tools that help you organize your work and your life. They give you a clear target to aim for. Without a deadline, a big project can feel like a journey without a destination. You might wander aimlessly, never quite sure where you are going or when you should arrive. Deadlines provide that essential structure, turning a vague goal into a concrete plan of action. Of course, deadlines can also bring challenging feelings. When you look at your calendar and see multiple due dates crowded together, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. Stress can build up, making it hard to think clearly. You might feel a sense of pressure that takes the joy out of learning. This is a very common experience for students everywhere. The feeling of having too much to do and not enough time to do it is a major source of anxiety. It can make you feel like you are constantly running a race you can never win. It is important to know that these feelings are normal and that you are not alone in experiencing them. Why is it so difficult to meet every deadline perfectly? Sometimes the tasks themselves are very complex. A research paper, for example, requires many steps: finding sources, reading, taking notes, outlining, drafting, and editing. Each step takes time and mental energy. Other times, the sheer number of assignments is the problem. You might have a math test, a history essay, and a science lab all due in the same week. This piling up of work can drain your energy, making it hard to stay focused and motivated. Procrastination, the habit of delaying tasks, can also make things much harder, turning a manageable task into a last-minute crisis. Understanding the challenge is the first step toward conquering it. Deadlines are not your enemy. They are simply a feature of the world in school and beyond. Think of them as signposts on your educational journey. They guide you and keep you moving forward. The key is not to fear them, but to learn how to work with them effectively. By developing the right skills and mindset, you can transform deadlines from a source of stress into a source of motivation. You can take control of your schedule and your success, one task at a time, and feel the satisfaction of reaching your goals. The most powerful strategy for managing a large, intimidating project is to break it down. You must eat that frog. Look at the final goal and identify all the smaller steps required to get there. If you have a big report due in 2 weeks, don't just write work on report on your to-do list. Instead, break it into smaller, more manageable tasks. For example, day 1, choose a topic. Day 2, find 5 sources. Day 3, read and take notes. Day 4, create an outline. This method turns a giant mountain into a series of small, climbable hills. Each small task you complete gives you a sense of accomplishment and builds momentum. Once you have your list of small tasks, you need to prioritize. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are more urgent or more important than others. A simple way to prioritize is to ask yourself, what is the most important task I could do right now? Often, this is the most difficult or the biggest task, the ugliest frog. By tackling that task first thing in your study session, you use your best energy on the biggest challenge. Everything you do after that will feel easier in comparison. This prevents the most important work from being pushed to the last minute when you're tired and stressed. Planning ahead is your roadmap to success. Don't wait for the night before a deadline to start thinking about it. Use a planner, a calendar app on your phone, or even a simple notebook. At the beginning of each week, look at all your upcoming deadlines. Schedule specific blocks of time to work on each task. For example, you might block out Tuesday from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon to work on your math homework. When you have a plan, you don't waste precious time deciding what to do next. You can just look at your schedule and get started immediately. Finally, you must create a focused work environment. Distractions are the ultimate deadline killers. Your phone, social media, and television can steal hours of your time without you even noticing. When it is time to work, put your phone in another room or turn it on silent. Find a quiet place where you can concentrate without interruptions. Let your family or roommates know that you need to focus for a specific period. By eliminating distractions, you allow your brain to fully engage with the task at hand. You will be amazed at how much you can accomplish in a short, focused burst of effort. Here is a fun fact about the word deadline. It didn't always have to do with homework. The term comes from the American Civil War in the 1860s. In prisoner of war camps, a line was drawn on the ground a certain distance from the prison wall. The guards told the prisoners that if they crossed this line, they would be shot. It was, quite literally, a deadline. Thankfully, today's deadlines are much less dangerous. They are not a threat, but a guide. This history reminds us that the word has always been about setting a clear boundary, a point you should not cross to avoid negative consequences. Your secret weapon in the battle against stress is self-care. It is impossible to do your best work when you are exhausted, hungry, or anxious. Taking care of your mind and body is not a luxury. It is a critical part of being a successful student. Make sure you are getting enough sleep each night. A tired brain cannot learn or solve problems effectively. Eat healthy meals to fuel your body and mind. Regular physical activity, even a short walk, can significantly reduce stress and improve your mood and focus. Never sacrifice your health for a grade. A well-rested you is a more productive you. Another powerful tool is the strategic use of breaks. Your brain is like a muscle. It can get tired if you use it for too long without a rest. Working for hours without stopping is often counterproductive. Instead, try a technique like the Pomodoro method. Work with intense focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. During your break, get up, stretch, get a glass of water, or look out the window. Do something completely different. After 4 of these cycles, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. These short rests help you stay fresh, maintain your concentration, and prevent burnout over long study sessions. Remember that it is okay to ask for help. You do not have to face your challenges alone. If you are struggling to understand an assignment, talk to your teacher. They want you to succeed and can offer clarification or guidance. If you are feeling overwhelmed by your workload, talk to a school counselor, a parent, or a trusted mentor. They can help you develop strategies for managing your time and stress. Sometimes, just talking about the pressure you are under can make it feel much more manageable. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you are taking charge of your own success. Learning to manage deadlines is a skill, just like learning to play a musical instrument or a sport. You will not be perfect at it overnight. There will be times when you misjudge how long a task will take. There will be days when you feel unmotivated. This is all part of the learning process. The key is to be patient with yourself and to see every challenge as an opportunity to learn and improve. Don't get discouraged if one strategy doesn't work for you. The goal is progress, not perfection. Keep trying different approaches until you discover what helps you stay organized and calm. Think of yourself as a scientist conducting an experiment. Your experiment is to find the best productivity system for you. Maybe you work best in the morning. Or perhaps you are a night owl who does your best thinking after dinner. Try using a digital calendar for 1 week and a paper planner the next to see which you prefer. Experiment with different break schedules or study locations. Pay attention to what works. When you successfully meet a deadline without last-minute stress, take a moment to recognize what you did right. Celebrate that small victory. It will motivate you to keep using those effective strategies. This skill of managing time and tasks will serve you for the rest of your life. Every job, every personal project, and every major life goal involves deadlines, whether they are set by others or by yourself. By learning how to handle them now, in the structured environment of school, you are preparing yourself for a future of success. You are building habits of discipline, organization, and perseverance that will open doors for you in college, your career, and beyond. You are not just learning how to finish your homework, you are learning how to achieve your dreams. Ultimately, mastering deadlines is about taking control. It is about being proactive instead of reactive. It's about making conscious choices about how you spend your most valuable resource, your time. By breaking down tasks, prioritizing your work, planning ahead, and taking care of yourself, you can turn deadlines from a source of anxiety into a powerful force for accomplishment. You have the ability to manage your workload, reduce your stress, and achieve your academic goals. Believe in yourself, practice these skills, and you will become the master of your deadlines and your destiny.